In the early 80s, soup kitchens in New York City were struggling to serve the growing number of people in need. Meanwhile, just blocks away, restaurants and bakeries were discarding unserved food. For 30 years, City Harvest has linked businesses and individuals in the five boroughs who had food to give to people in need. In 2011, we picked up almost 30 million pounds of excess food and delivered it to nearly 600 community food programs across the city free of charge. In addition to meeting immediate needs, City Harvest has developed long-term programs to help address conditions that surround hunger in New York City. Our first editions over a decade ago were hands-on nutrition cooking classes to teach people how to stretch their limited food budgets. Today, our Healthy Neighborhoods program offers free deliveries of rescued food and farmers market-style produce distributions called mobile markets, together with nutrition education and support from local retailers of healthy food. Demand for emergency food is at record levels, and New Yorkers experiencing hunger often find themselves or their families battling diabetes, obesity, or other diet-related diseases. Against this backdrop, City Harvest has made a commitment to double the amount of food we provide to New York's hungry over the next 5 years. Our goal is to increase our food donations to 60 million pounds using a new food rescue facility. We also plan to scale up our Healthy Neighborhoods program to address the health and nutritional needs of low-income New Yorkers. City Harvest relies on a broad network of support across the city, and in coming years, we're asking New Yorkers to help us do even more to feed our hungry neighbors in a tough economy. Hunger and nutrition are complex problems, and City Harvest approaches these issues by connecting those in need with the resources that can help. Our new food rescue facility takes what's been a very successful model for City Harvest to the next level. We are building on our expertise of quickly turning around highly perishable foods to double our food deliveries. Healthy Neighborhoods, with its geographically centered approach to transforming the food landscape, occupies a unique niche. It combines nutrition education with programs to increase the access people have to affordable, healthy food in areas commonly called food deserts. We have a vision to improve nutrition at the community level and are able to connect the dots and create change by addressing multiple barriers that individuals and families face in putting good food on the table. City Harvest works effectively because we've always used resources wisely. The food we rescue and deliver is donated, so all we do is simply make the connection between generous individuals and businesses to New Yorkers who are in need. Our cost to rescue and deliver each pound of food is only 27 cents, and our new food rescue facility will help ensure it remains low. Our Healthy Neighborhoods program is also strategic. In determining where to invest in our programs, City Harvest looks at poverty and diet-related disease rates, as well as the availability of healthy, affordable food. We partner with the community to improve food access and close gaps in knowledge related to nutrition. City Harvest deliberately casts our net wide for support. In 2011, nearly 38,000 New Yorkers contributed financially to our mission. We also turn to thousands of food donors every year for help, as well as managing 2,200 volunteers and partnering with more than 100 corporate and community groups. City Harvest's vision for New York City is one in which every New Yorker has access to the food they need and where diet-related diseases like diabetes and obesity are no longer a way of life. Clearly defining objectives and checking in on them regularly allows us to understand our progress and respond to changing needs. For our emergency food deliveries, we monitor total pounds of produce delivered, the average number of pounds per pickup and drop-off, the percentage of food obtained locally, and the number of miles per gallon. Our nutrition education team measures participation and graduation rates, as well as conducting pre- and post tests. We had independent evaluation experts take a close look at Healthy Neighborhoods and are now using their findings to inform our work as we expand. This ongoing commitment to evaluation from both internal and external perspectives allows City Harvest to base key program decisions on real data. Many people don't realize that City Harvest rescues food from a wide range of food businesses, from regional farms, wholesalers, and manufacturers, as well as from local grocers and neighborhood coffee shops. We also distribute food of all kinds, not just prepared food from restaurants. In fact, 60% of what we rescue and deliver is produce. Years ago, hunger was associated with poverty on the street. Today, the person who's hungry has a home and may be working but is not making enough income. The fact is that in New York City, 1 in 6 adults and 1 in 4 children don't always know where their next meal will come from. City Harvest has built a strong brand over the years, rescuing and delivering food to meet an immediate need. We're also taking hunger on at the root causes through our Healthy Neighborhoods program. Our logistical know-how and ability to make connections are assets we bring to the table in working with other partners to improve New York City's food environment. More than 1 million New Yorkers face hunger each year. For many, City Harvest is the difference between being able to put food on the table and going without. With the Food Rescue Facility, we're able to do even more, using our fleet of trucks and bikes to supply 100,000 pounds of food per day for those in need. At least 75% of the 30 million pounds of food we provide to hungry New Yorkers annually is nutrient-rich items like produce, low-fat dairy, and lean meats. We're especially proud that 60% of what we deliver is fresh produce. 5 years ago, Healthy Neighborhoods was only beginning to help build healthier communities. Now, our programs are in 4 neighborhoods and will soon be moving to a 5th. Finally, City Harvest uses every donor dollar wisely. We are one of only 25 human service charities in New York City that is rated 4 stars by Charity Navigator. And we are proud to be one of the 3 New York nonprofit organizations recognized by the New York Times Company Nonprofit Excellence Awards for outstanding management practices. The rising need for food, coupled with fewer resources to meet it, continues to be the most significant challenge at City Harvest. Our partner food programs have reported a 25% average increase in demand for food since the recession began. An uncertain environment for sourcing food and funds demands that City Harvest continually monitor our expenses and program impact, directing more resources where they're most needed. Without cutting our overall food deliveries, City Harvest has been able to focus our long-term services in target locations where fresh food and supporting programs are most critical. We know that doubling the amount of food we provide is a significant commitment, and we're just as dedicated to ensuring the food we rescue and deliver is nutritious, primarily the kind of fresh produce that emergency food programs need most. Additional resources are needed to sustain the food rescue facility that's so important in helping City Harvest provide more food to our city. With more funding, we can also scale up our long-term programs and help New Yorkers put more good food on the table themselves. At the same time, we're encouraged by the success we've seen, especially in our Healthy Neighborhoods program. External evaluations of City Harvest programs have shown that 6 in 10 participants at our mobile market produce distributions report that they don't always know where their next meal will come from. At the same time, 8 in 10 of them are eating more fresh fruits and vegetables because of us. City Harvest is only able to build on that success with donor support and meaningful partnerships with other organizations. Like other organizations meeting basic needs, City Harvest is fighting to do more at a time when our resources are limited. The gap between the food New Yorkers need and what they can access is vast. We also know that decisions made at the individual, family, and community levels around nutrition are complex. However, New Yorkers believe no one should go hungry in our city. Support over the years from more than 200,000 donors and volunteers has made City Harvest possible. And for 3 decades, they've joined with City Harvest to help their hungry neighbors. Together, we've rescued and delivered more than 330 million pounds of food. These people, businesses, and organizations involved have joined us in the fight against hunger because we all know that no one should be forced to go without a meal or accept epidemics of diet-related diseases in their communities. We have a strong infrastructure in place to help us rescue and deliver even more food throughout the city. That, combined with our 4 healthy neighborhoods, good stewardship, a clear vision, and your help, we're positioned to make an even greater difference to the people we feed.